All hail a beard, it's your boy Big BB, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today we are back with a video that I will just call the Lost Files, as this video was originally recorded back in January of 2020, or maybe December of 2019, but it was lost and damaged along the way. So I'm here to record it for you again. This video, as you can see from the title, is about the top 3 Initio fragrances within my collection. Now, I was originally introduced to the house of Initio back in 2018 with my guy Carlos, aka Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. Down in Miami at A.G.E Perfumery. Since then, I've been able to grab a few of their fragrances into my collection, and overall, I have been extremely happy with them. Now, they've released a number of fragrances since I was able to begin to pick them up, and there's some out there that's still outstanding that I need to pick up within the collection. One that I need to grab, and I haven't got my nose on it yet, is Atomic Rose. Comment down below and let me know about that. But nonetheless, let me tell you a bit about the line, and I'll tell you about 3 that have been standout fragrances to me. Now, when I originally came across the line, they sent me this book, this like a guide, if you will, to help me know about the brand. And some of the stuff that stood out to me is that they were really looking to have natural ingredients within their products, and they wanted to really center their products around a few different emotions. Some of those being addiction, desire, happiness, luck, some things that I think a lot of us want to feel. So therefore they created this line, and in my opinion, in my personal opinion, they've done a good job overall. So if I talk about this line, the first thing I should do is talk about the fragrance that I initially smell, and that first fragrance is none other than Initio's Rehab. Now, I've talked about this fragrance a lot because I enjoy this one and I like it a whole lot. I remember wearing this fragrance for the first time like it was yesterday, although it was not. I remember hopping out the car, had this thing on, running into Brooklyn, and he was like, "You smell great. What do you have on?" And I'm like, "Ha ha ha. Wouldn't you like to know?" He was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Okay, well, this is what I have on." It didn't go exactly like that, but in my head, it went like that. But I got compliments on this thing all day, and even since then, I've gotten a number of compliments with this thing. This has won a number of weekly fragrance rotation videos. This has been in multiple compliment videos because this thing really works. Rehab is a part of their hedonist collection, and this one is really centered around attraction, addiction, seduction, lust, allure, all of those nice words this thing is really supposed to be like. So think about this, okay? Addiction. You need rehab from addiction. Lust, you may need rehab from lust, and you may need to be rehabbed from being ultimately attracted to something or someone, and this thing will definitely help you out. Some of your notes in this thing include tobacco, you have patchouli. It also has this hint of smoke, but you also have some lavender in this thing as well. I'm a huge fan of Rehab and likely will be a fan of this one for a long time. I don't know, I might need another bottle of this thing here. It sounds like it's getting a little, oh, I can see it. I don't need another bottle yet, but one day I will. So there you have it, man. Rehab from Initio is on the list because this thing is amazing. Now, the next fragrance on this list comes from a separate collection, and this just happens to be my wife's favorite fragrance. I think this is her favorite, at least one of her favorites, and this one is from the Absolute collection. And within the Absolute collection, you have fragrances like Blessed Baraka and Addictive Vibrations, but the fragrance that we're talking about today is probably named after this collection, and this one is Absolute Aphrodisiac. Now, this one just happens to be a unisex fragrance like all of these fragrances within his collection, and the mantra behind this one is to obsessively remind you of the other, okay? So if you're a man wearing this fragrance, this one should have that woman be super attracted to you, and if you're a woman wearing this fragrance, it should have that man super attracted to you. This is supposed to be the aphrodisiac in its most pure essence, and this thing here definitely does work. Some of your notes in this fragrance include white flower, you have amber, you have some musk, and castoreum. I've talked about castoreum on this channel before, and the natural form of that is given off by beavers, if I remember correctly, as a form of attraction. Therefore, attraction, absolute value, absolute musk, and absolute sexiness. This one definitely has it all. This fragrance is a soft, mysterious fragrance that is powerful in terms of attraction and compliment factors. So if you're looking for a fragrance that fits that bill, then look no further than Absolute Aphrodisiac from the house of Initio. And then the final fragrance on this list is one that I just recently talked about in a all black video, so this should help you understand what fragrance this is. And this one is from their Black Gold Project collection, and so far this is the only fragrance that has been released within this collection from anything that I know. And this one is supposed to awaken your inner greatness, and this one is none other than Oud for Greatness from obviously the house of Initio. In the last video that I mentioned this when I talked about the evil eye here, and this one is black and gold, black and gold, black and gold. Oud for Greatness has this mix of ouds that are super light and uber wearable. So oftentimes when we talk about oud and fragrances, or at least when I talk about oud and fragrances, there are a lot of ouds out there that are pungent, they sting the nostrils, and make them super difficult to wear, but that's not what you get with this one here. This one helps you experience oud in all its greatness. Pun definitely intended when I said that. In addition to a double dose of oud in this fragrance, you have lavender, you have saffron, you have musk, you have patchouli, and this thing just comes off to be a super nice, light but strong fragrance that I think really stands out. Oud for Greatness, again, is one of those fragrances that are just super nice. If I'm introducing someone to an oud fragrance, this is definitely one of the fragrances that I would urge them to try out, as it's a nice introduction into the notes of oud. So those are the top 3 fragrances from Initio that I have in my collection as it stands today. I believe I've gone through a lot of the other fragrances with them as well. I might not have given you full reviews, but we've talked about them at some point or another. So there you have it, man. Top 3 in my collection. Let me know the top 3 Initios that you have in your collection, or which ones you are looking to try out. As I've already mentioned, I need to try out Atomic Rose. So there you have it. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Hit the goddamn bell.